hopefully we get a good stream. And I'm just going to get started here, and we'll see who we get in. I don't really talk much in these as much because I'm running faster and faster, and I do have to watch the street, and I got to maintain my pace. So too much reading doesn't work, but we document, and appreciate everyone who chimes in and is supportive. But yeah, still have hamstring DOMs in my left hamstring. So we'll see how it affects the running today. Although we hit good times yesterday in spite of it, even after deadlifting. So we'll see. Yeah, but I'm getting better at running on the balls of my feet more barefoot. My calves had to adapt. The calves has been the hardest part because they tend to limit, what I can do. So big calves are, great for a lot of things. They make running tougher, which we know from research. But much higher calorie burn. But now that I'm used to the running, I think you can trim some of the healthy fats back down and we'll lean out. I'll see what I weigh though after this run. I probably will whoosh at some point this weekend. There's no comments yet, but that's okay. We got views and likes. All right. Feet are a little tender today, though. So they're pretty sensitive to acorns and rocks. Can't really read your comment. How long do you run? I usually do about an hour on non-lifting days. 25 to 30 minutes on lifting days. So if we're out this early, it's obviously not training. I lift Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So yeah. But my run times have been getting better. Keep in mind, we've been doing this less than 3 weeks. I haven't run in over 20 years. Too many comments, Jason. Get it. I've seen this comment. I can't read all that, sorry. Appreciate the support, guys. get it. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. But yeah, we're just going to run our way to super fitness again. I started as a runner. I think people forget that's how I lost weight originally. So running comes pretty easy to me. Who's chasing me? Death. Death is chasing me. So we get out and do something. Just get fit. One reason I laugh about the idea of pre-workout nutrition, though, you guys see me do pretty intense workouts, plus sled work, and then run 30 minutes, then do an hour on the bike on 0 calories. Then I eat. So the idea that you need to eat short of doing a marathon is silly. You should be able to run a 5K fasted. You should be able to do a 2-hour workout fasted and perform perfect. I get it if you're going to do a marathon, that's different. You don't have the glycogen stores for that. You know, but there's no way you're running out of glycogen in 2 hours if you ate carbs the night before. Big respect, appreciate it, brother. All right, cool views are picking up. We're getting likes. Everything good. Yeah, we're gonna get our run on, you know. Well-rounded fitness, you know. And that's what I would say. If you don't have a respectable squat, bench, deadlift, can't do a decent number of pull-ups, or run a 5K in a respectable time, I don't think you can really use the term fitness for yourself, you know? You know, people called me on the running, and so I stepped up because they're right. You know, people give me a lot of bad criticism that's not real. It's not good. It's nonsense. But the running wasn't. No, and I accept that. And I knew that deep down as someone who used to run. You know? So I called myself on my own bullshit. That eye of the tiger. Are you running shin? Now, I've been running for almost 3 weeks now, but we're barefoot. And yes, that's on coarse asphalt. Morning. I don't see the question. I don't really see what he's asking. If you guys don't answer other people's questions, a lot of you guys know this stuff. I can't really read when I'm running. Would you compete barefoot? Yeah. So if I go do a 5K, I'll do it barefoot if they'll let me. Powerlifting won't let me compete barefoot. So I have to wear shoes. So you guys will see me train barefoot and then wear shoes at a meet. Barefoot running at the beach is great. I don't live at the beach. I don't really have sand near me. And I think it's silly to try for an hour to do cardio. And that's kind of, and I have people make different advice. I'm like, guys, I'm not going to take an hour drive to do a 20-minute cardio session. That's just silly. They're like, go find some heels. Where? Like, dudes want me to drive 30 minutes to do 3 minutes of hill sprints. Like, y'all gonna pay for my gas and my time, my travel time? So just stop. I mean, if someone wants to give me $200, I'll go drive and do 3 minutes of hill sprints for the $200. But, you know, in place of a consultation, they can pay me to go do hill sprints. People are silly. All right, this running clears everything out from the night. Of course, I'll have to get used to this barefoot as the winter gets here. The winter. Like, we don't even know what winter is where I live. Like, we make a big deal. If it reaches freezing, schools close and stuff. They're like, it's the temperature outside where water turns into ice. Stay inside. Call in sick to work. Close the schools. Running is very therapeutic nowadays. So is lifting. Yep. It's interesting I'm able to do this even with the hamstring DOMs. Like yesterday, we hit my best mile times with really sore hamstrings after deadlifting. So Fascinating to me how none of that affects performance. What's your workout regime like? I run every day right now. I lift weights 3 days a week on a full body program. My training is built pretty heavily around squat, bench, deadlift, and weighted pull-ups. You know, but my lifts right now are decent. I mean, I benched 350 a few weeks ago for a 2-second pause. I did a 545 deadlift, you know, not long ago, which is not my best, but I've also lost weight and been running. So you do weighted pull-ups till the 45-pound plate for my work sets. But I mean, I do other stuff in there. I do a lot of box jumps right now. Trying to do more dumbbell overhead stuff. But I run every day, brother. So I try to do an hour on non-lifting days, like today. Do 30 minutes post-workout. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And I like to do lifts on my bike while streaming too, later my indoor bike. Every day, most days. And I do log all the running. It's all on Strava, and then I screenshot it, put it on Facebook. But a bunch of my followers follow me on Strava now, so they can see my run times. Oh, runner's high starting to kick in. Usually get it about 20 minutes to hit early. Maybe it's a mile thing. If it's not broken, why fix it? What are we talking about? Yeah, we stick to basics. I mean, the average guy, if he just got good, squat, bench, deadlift, pull-ups, overhead press, and ran, he'd have the best physique in the room. He'd be the fittest person in the room. So, and something I learned doing all this bodybuilding training again for a couple years, and then going back to what I was doing. When you stick to your basics, you have movement pattern carry over to everything all the time. It's actually easier to progressively overload. And progressive overload is the driver of hypertrophy when you have no drugs. Just getting a pump without steroids doesn't do anything. This comment's too long, I can't read it, sorry brother. And no one's gonna see it because it doesn't keep the comments in this after the stream is over. So whatever your long comment is, go post it under a video if you want me to read it later. Because I do see all the comments that are posted under videos, not in the running streams. If you ever do sandbag training, hypothetically, sure, I think it's good. I don't have a need for it. I don't need to go buy sandbags. I already have more implements than I need. I mean, we've got a weight vest. I got a sled, plyo box, farmer's walk handles. I don't need to go get sandbags too. It's just GPP. There's nothing special about a sandbag. It's like there's nothing special about a farmer's walk. It's all just loaded carrying and GPP. It's not magical. None of them are going to get you in better shape than the other. And I already have a wide enough diversity of GPP equipment. I never really need to add more. I think people get over obsessed with this one movement is the way. Anyone who's telling you that with a GPP is full of shit. Okay, they're full of shit. GPP is GPP. You know? Appreciate it, Carol. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Everyone keeps telling me, watch out for bottles. I found one. They said, watch out for bottles. A water bottle in the middle of the street. Finally, it happened. People keep telling me, watch out, don't step on bottles in the street. I'm like, I've never seen one on a run. I finally did. Water bottle. Any Achilles issues? No. I'm also not wearing shoes, so you're less likely to have those problems. I got crazy hamstring DOMs though, last couple days. Made deadlifting not fun yesterday. But everyone was right, you gotta watch out for bottles. Plastic water bottle. Finally took weeks to see one. So I'm wrong, there are bottles in the street. No, I started with Barefoot and built up gradually, so overuse is less of a concern. Keep in mind, guys, I started this already in shape. All my tendons are crazy strong from heavy squats and deadlifts already, plus box jumps, sled work. And then I did all that long walking before this. So this is an easy, natural progression. How long? I've been doing an hour non-lifting days, 25 to 30 minutes on lifting days. Weekends I don't lift, obviously. I log everything. You guys keep asking over and over. I literally log it all on Strava. You can follow me there. And I put up screenshots of the times every day on Facebook. So all my numbers are documented. You want to see my average mile time, it's there. You want to see my 5K, it's there. It's all documented with an app. Uh-oh, got a connection problem. Hopefully the stream is still good. If you guys will let me know if the stream dropped. They've been better about reconnecting it. That's question too long. What about the shoe people, which mimic barefoot? It's not necessarily the same thing. Those shoes wear out super fast. That will cost you $100 a month minimum in equipment use. I know because I've owned 4 pairs of those shoes in the past. They wear out. They wear out just weightlifting really fast. So with the amount of miles I log, I would burn through a pair of Vibrams every month. So it's kind of silly when my feet handle it just fine. Right? So, you know, why buy an expensive crutch? People make fitness more expensive than it needs to be. What's the reason for barefoot running? It's vastly superior for calorie burn and foot health. We are built to barefoot run. We have to learn to run in shoes. It's harder. And then it's hard to switch back. I get it. People do shoes to protect their feet, but it's actually harder on a lot of your joints. You have weaker feet, less mobility. Barefoot is your natural running. Notice I've gone back to no supportive equipment at all. I'm even squatting and deadlifting without a belt again. I have 4 belts, 2 of them are injuries. I'm not even doing a belt now. I want to squat 500 without a belt. Again, before I turn 50. All right, it keeps trying to reconnect here. Interesting, good idea for a video. Well, I do so much vlogging on it that I haven't felt the need to make one. I mean, I lift barefoot mostly for a reason. I've discussed that in the past. Like that last 500 squat I did, had a belt on, just belt and shorts, but no shoes, no sleeves. I generally believe sleeves are a crutch. Same thing, I mean, you watch me bench 350 in just shorts with a pause the other couple of weeks back. Nothing but a pair of shorts on. Yeah, I'm trying to be a well-rounded athlete, guys. I mean, I'm turning 49 this year, and I'm trying to be, you know, in that top tier. You know, I really want to be a super athletic 50-year-old, strong, fast, conditioned. So notice even during my full body workouts, you know, I still do box jumps, I do sled work. I had a little maze I had to go through there around those cars. Weird parking happening. Yeah, they're all coaches. Some people, yeah. I mean, I have sleeves, don't get me wrong. I broke my squat record, Texas State record, without sleeves this last meet. Sleeves were allowed. I had SBDs. I chose not to do them. I wanted it to be a real squat. So I did 496, which was a Texas Masters record. You know, so I did it without sleeves, even though the USPA allows them. We got to be true to our ideals. Now, I get it if it's a world record on the line. Yeah, to wear whatever you need to, if it's allowed. But I had to do it. You know, yeah, people rely on all those crutches. Same thing like a pre-workout. Once you get addicted to them, you can't train without them. And then you're just screwed. Now you're just throwing money away on something that hurts you. You know? But yeah, we need to be well-rounded athletes, guys. That's the way. We've definitely already cleared a 5K this morning based on the time and knowing what my run times are. Let's just keep going. And it keeps trying to disconnect me. Disconnect and reconnect. What's up, Alexander? Yeah, we're sweating like crazy. I'm hoping to see a scale whoosh this weekend, but if not. I'm just gonna take some of the healthy fat out now and just stay on the carbs to fuel all this volume, all this cardio. Plus carbs are more anabolic than muscle tissue anyways. I don't know why guys ignore all the science on that. Past a certain threshold, carbs become more anabolic than protein. Because oh man, silly nonsense in the chat. Well rounded is hard to kill. Well rounded is also hard to sell. People don't want to put in the work to be really fit. We'll see if this stream picks up more though. The last hour run got really good views. Cracked over 500, so. But yeah, we're definitely sweating at this point. I've only had 1 cup of coffee. It's a big cup though. Right. They just have their coaches in combat instead of doing their push-ups, right? I mean, just like the guy who just came in here talking trash. Like, you guys watch me bench 350, squat 550, pull 455. Sorry, or flip those two. You know, just in the last month. And I've been running, you know. We run every day. As an old man. You know, people would rather talk than do. Yeah, they only care about hypertrophy, bro. And then most of them aren't even that big. I mean, a lot of these hypertrophy bros are no bigger than the calisthenics guys. What are they talking about? Half the hypertrophy bros are scared to squat. Like, come on, dude. Squat is king for building muscle. Thanks, King. Thanks, King. You're welcome, man. Yep. And views are starting to trickle up. It's harder for me to talk to. I'm a little out of breath. Remember, guys, all this will be logged later on Strava and Facebook, so you guys can see all the run stats. I've been doing that every day now. Yeah, I definitely get the runner's high. Especially fasted, because we're fasted still. I don't know how to link it yet. I guess I could. It's really easy to find Jason Blaha. People found me already without me linking it. Fans who already use it found me. Thoughts on Alpha Mind? Scam. Supplements like that are a scam. You're being scammed. Derek is a scam artist. $95% of supplements are a scam, and that definitely counts. Stop buying this bullshit. Can you link it in the settings? I don't know. I can't link anything in these mobile lives at all. Let me be clear, I don't actually know how to link Strava yet. I haven't researched it, so I don't know if I can or not. But everyone who's looked for me found me on there. So apparently it's really easy to search people. But yeah, as of now, last couple days we're hitting 10-minute miles on these longer runs, so I'll take it. That's going to keep improving. I want to get that to 8-minute miles over distance, like 5Ks and stuff. But we started at like 13. So it's been coming down. And I have no plan for it, I just run. People are like, how do you progress on it? You just run. It improves on its own. You just get better at running. I said you can link it. Remind me later, guys. I'm going to forget everything from this run stream. And you can't go back and read it. Always shocks me how many people come in here who don't comment under videos. And it's like, dude, I answer questions every day under videos. I don't know why people don't ask. Especially Facebook. I probably answer 100 questions a day on Facebook. Because it's the main platform. Well, it took me 2.5 weeks to get those miles down to 10. But we're running way more than a mile, obviously. That's my average pace. The evil people really exist. I mean, these comment section alone shows you that evil people exist. Look at some of the things people write. An evil mind would be required to come up with some of the stuff they write. Some of these haters, I would argue, those are evil people. You see the proof. I mean, you need to go no further than the internet. The internet's where you see the mask come off that people wear in public. Can people change? Sure, people can change. Unless they're a psychopath. I don't know that that's changeable. You know, true. Oh man, fatigue's starting to set in a little bit on this run, especially with that hamstring DOMS. We're gonna go a little further though. Nice, good, clear stretch of road here. Yeah, I do believe in redemption. And I think most people can be redeemed. Keep in mind, there's gonna be a percentage of people who are just intrinsically evil, and I don't know that they can change. But I'm gonna say the majority can. They have to want to change. Now, I believe redemption is possible. I mean, I am a Christian, and so it's one of the defining ideas of the belief system that humans can be redeemed. Well, it's just hilarious. You're watching me run for an hour. Morning. You hit the light too, but most can. Yeah, I think most people can change. I'm almost guaranteeing a minimum run time because I'm running away from my house still, closing in on 50 minutes. I do that when I want to quit, so I'm going to force myself to go a little further. You know, force a little further. No, you're doing great, good run. What is this guy doing out here? What's this guy doing out? Hey, what you got there? You got some meat? He does, he's carrying a piece of meat. All right, let's get this back trip back towards the house. getting his protein in. I don't know, he doesn't look very well taken care of. I might be a stray, or one that's been out for a few days or a week. You don't get a lot of those here, but you do occasionally. Again, protein and creatine. Yeah, man, I'm glad I took that extra distance away because I'm still not home and I really want to quit. But we can go a little further. Have to get home anyways. I mean, creatine is something most people should take just for health, cognition. You believe it? I don't even know what that means. Leave a real soul, I don't know what that means. I'm kind of tired now, dude. I probably can't handle any type of deep conversation. We're almost an hour into a fasted run. You know, probably not the best time to ask me a question of metaphysics and philosophy. My reply is going to be, do work, son. Guy said, run if you're gay. How silly. How silly of you. You silly, silly man. Your mom is gay. Yeah, I went there. What you got now, you got no comeback. Your mama is gay. Uh-oh, it's disconnecting me. Do you pack your pace? I literally post it for you guys every day. You can follow me on the app, or you can follow me on Facebook and see all the run data every day. I literally log it for my fans. Just like all my workouts are logged. You see every workout, every rep, every set, every lift, year after year. So you can see all of it. All right, turn around, run back home. Went past my house. All right, guys, we're pretty much done. Love you guys. Talk to you in a bike ride later.